Welcome back to another episode of About Trucking. Today on About Trucking, I'm going to talk about how I run my mobile office on wheels. You're going to like this one. Stick around. So if you're an OTR driver like me and you're out here on the road all the time, you know the scenario. You just finished a job, you need to get your paperwork turned in, and you got to go into a truck stop, you got to fight through the fuel line, you run in there, you do the transflow, yada yada yada. It just takes a lot of time, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to save time by doing all that from the comfort of your truck. And with that, you're going to need, first of all, it would help if you get a smartphone. Second of all, it would help if you have your own email. Email is important. It is the standard by which every business today runs. Everybody communicates via email. The days of the transflow and the fax machine with the toilet paper, type paper, those days are over. We're in a modern age here where you scan and email documents, and they usually get there with a lot better quality. So I'm going to show you a few of my tricks that I use to keep a fully functioning office going here in my truck. Everybody, so now I'm joining you from the belly of the beast. I'm in the sleeper cab of the truck here, sitting on the edge of the bed, and I'm going to show you how I scan and send documents while I'm here on the road. It's quick and it's easy. Now I have a really nice printer that does scan function, and it does a very good job, but when I'm working, I need speed and quality, and that's what you get whenever you use the system I'm using. So I've made a sample document here. It's got a Christmas tree on it because it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'm going to show you how I scan things. So here we go. So here's my sample document right here, and I use an iPhone 10, and if you'll look right there, there's a program called TurboScan. Now TurboScan is how I scan all my documents, and I'm going to show you how it works. You push this button and you push this little camera down here. Watch this, folks. It's like a miracle. Bam. Now what it's done, it automatically scanned this document in, and this document is now an electronic document, a black and white PDF, which is the industry standard. That's how most people work now. You can darken the document or you can lighten the document, but usually the program puts it at the optimum level. So I usually stick with whatever the program gives me here because it's usually the best. And then from here, it's got little arrows. You can resituate the document for orientation purposes. And then when you're done, if you need to add a page, you push that page plus button. I don't have a second page, so I'm just going to go up here to next. You push the next, and then down here, you see there's a send button. Now you can also, there's a little pen here, and you can click on that pen button and you can write stuff on the document. I never do that. I always want to send the document just like it is. There's a send button right here. You push this send button, and straight from this program, you can send this as a PDF through your email right from the program. Or you can send it to your photos and use it for later. Or you can send it as a message via text message. I always use the email because it's got a time and date stamp, and it's more official. It makes you look more professional. So there you have it. That's basically the system that I use right now, and I haven't found anything better. The iPhone XS has a really good camera on it, works really well, and it works well for receiving documents as well and sending them to the printer, which we'll go over next. Stick around. Okay folks, I'm going to show you the printer that I have and the way I send and receive documents and print them out. So what I've got here is an HP OfficeJet 250, and the way it works is you have to plug it in, of course. I take it out of the case and plug it in, but this folds open, this folds open, this pops up, and it's literally, it's a printer and a scanner. So whenever I receive emails through my phone, I turn this printer on. It emits a Wi-Fi signal. I connect my phone to that Wi-Fi signal, and then I can send jobs to this printer. Prints really quick, it prints really good, just as good as a home printer. Cost a little more. I think this printer was about $275 plus tax. It's an expensive printer, but it's actually made for this kind of application. The other kind of printers, usually the $69 printers you get at Walmart, aren't made to take the kind of abuse that this bad boy is. And I've got it in a case that I bought off Amazon cheaply. So that's what I do for a printer. So I know it's kind of a weird thing, but I'm gonna focus on organizational skills. I go to Walmart and I buy these little cheap holders that have 13 pockets in them. And I put months on there. Like that. Got the months. And on this one, it says bills of lading by month. So old bills of lading, put them in here, and I save them for up to a year. And this coming January, I'll take last January's and I'll throw them away. So I'm always keeping about a year of BOLs, because the company I work for wants us to save those things. And also, this is very important. Even if you don't keep up with the other, you need to keep up with this. This is one that has receipts by month. I'll put my label on there and put receipts by month. And so at the end of the year, you know, this is all arranged by month. And it's got everything from where I go get service work done to cash register receipts like this. They all stay in here. And at the end of the year, I'll clean them out. And this goes to the taxpayer, the tax man, do my taxes. Now, all of my receipts are backed up through a scan. I scan them with TurboScan. Next, the company I work for, they want me to put my, hold on just a second. Okay, so the company I work for, they want me to put my truck number and the BOL number, the job number, on every single piece of paper that I send to them. So it's very time consuming when you're writing. Let's say you have 10 pages and you've got to write the same thing over and over. So what I do whenever I have something that I have to write over and over is I get a stamp made of it. It's called a self-inking stamp. Sorry, it's upside down. Self-inking stamp. And this one is one where, you know, sometimes the bills of lading, when you deliver, there's no place for you to sign. So this one's got a place for the date, the time in, the time out, a print, and a signature. And another one is where I can put my order number and my truck number and my name on every single piece of paper that I send in. So I recommend getting these self-inking stamps. They save a lot of time, a lot of writing, makes things very legible for whenever you send your paperwork in. Legibility is not an issue. Anything that hangs up me getting paid is an issue, and I'm trying to solve all those problems up front. If my legibility, I'd hate to think that I didn't get paid on a job because I had crappy handwriting. So that's not going to happen. So I organize my paperwork in these little these books like this. I have one for BOLs, one for receipts, and I also have one for driver credentials. And it keeps my papers on my truck, driver credentials. It keeps the papers on my truck, my long form physical papers, every piece of documentation you need, including my TWIC card, everything is in this. It's got insurance papers, everything. If I get stopped by Johnny Law and he wants some documentation, I can retrieve them quickly. The object is to have all of this information, first of all, and B, the second thing is to be able to retrieve it on demand real quickly. And that's going to be a sign of, you know, proper run business. If you're running your business right, you can get all your data quickly, especially come tax time. You're not going to want to miss a big deduction on taxes because you couldn't find your receipt. The IRS wants receipts. So that's how I organize. That's how I receive messages, print them out if I need to. If the company sends me a new piece of paperwork for my permit book that needs to go in here, a piece of licensing paperwork, some kind of permit or something, I can print it out on, they send it to me email, I print it on the computer, I put it in the book, I'm current. I don't have to wait till I get home to get my paperwork. So there you have it, friends. That's how I send, receive documents, how I send and receive mail, how I get documents to my office, home office, so I can get paid, how I organize my paperwork, how I save a lot of time on my writing, how I get documents for my permit book. That's pretty much how I run my office on the go. And if any of this helps you, hit the like and subscribe button. Leave comments below. I want to hear what you got to say. And remember, nothing out here is worth risking your life for. So stay safe and get home. And I'll see you on the next one.